Hello there guys, today we're going to take a look at Batman Forever. What the hell happened to Batman? Well, okay, let's get to it. First we're going to talk about the good aspects. Yes, there are good aspects of this movie, but they're hard to find. Let's start off with the character of Robin. Robin is actually well done in this movie. You see the pain he's going through, and when his parents die, you feel remotely sorry for him. And Chris O'Donnell is actually a pretty good choice. But do you know who tried to be in the role of Robin before him? Christian Bale. Interesting bit of trivia. So Chris O'Donnell is a good choice to play Robin. He does a good job. And the character is actually a pretty decent character. In fact, Chris O'Donnell is probably the second best actor in the movie. First going to Michael Gough. Rest in peace, you great actor. Rest in peace. What else can I say? Well, let's talk about the story, which is a very important part. The story is, how can I describe the story? Well, I think that the story may be a little bit more picked up, but it still feels kind of slow in my opinion. But the good thing is that they make the plot so much easier to understand than Tim Burton. I mean, with the Tim Burton movies, I had a hard time understanding what was going on sometimes. But with this movie, they actually do a good job of explaining what's going on. But Tim Burton, you did do a decent job, but sometimes your movie was very freaking hard to understand, at least in the story. And well, the story. What else? Well, I think I said what I could say. Now let's talk about the characters. Batman is played by Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer, no offense, but you suck as Batman. You are a horrible Batman. But don't get me wrong, you're a good actor. Actually, the only other movie I saw you in was Prince of Egypt, but hey, you were pretty good as Moses. But if there's a problem with his acting, he's trying to be Michael Keaton. He's copying Michael Keaton. And you know what? That's lame. Do something with the character and don't try to imitate the more famous counterpart. That's just lame. And now, let's see. Robin is still a good character, but then there's those other characters like the love interest played by Nicole Kidman. Unlike the other two movies, when they were actually good character, when Bruce Wayne had good love interests, here she's about as shallow and dull as a rock. Yeah. And what else? The villains. Yeah, let's not try the debate here. They suck. These villains suck. Tommy Lee Jones, you're a good actor. I've seen you in Captain America. I think that's the only other thing I saw you in, but you were good in that. But here, you suck. Actually, I'm not sure if I should blame Joel Schumacher or you, but and then you have Jim Carrey as the Riddler. The problem is that Jim Carrey is being Jim Carrey. That's all he's doing. He's just being Jim Carrey. Whatever happened to Jim Carrey actually becoming a character as opposed to just acting himself all the frickin' time? Not only that, but Two-Face isn't given much development. He's just there. That's lame and lazy. Sure, the other Batman movies may have put too much focus on the villains, but here's the thing. the villains had a backstory, an origin, and actually had some, and you actually knew something about them. Here, you just find out he used to be Harvey Dent, and that's it. And the Riddler is actually given a backstory in this movie. Yeah. And, yeah. The Riddler is the only villain that's given a backstory in this movie, really. And, what else? There are some, now, let's talk about the acting. The acting in this movie is, the acting in this movie, I'm not really sure. Chris O'Donnell is a good Robin. Val Kilmer's an awful Batman. Nicole Kidman, don't get me wrong, she's beautiful. Doesn't seem to be that great an actress, at least in this movie. I'm not sure if it's Joel Schumacher's fault. Most likely is. Michael Goth is still good. Commissioner Gordon, not sure what actor plays him. He's good. Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones ham it up and overact so freaking much that I'm surprised that there isn't a bite in the scenery. Huh. What else can I say? Oh, yeah. The biggest problem this movie has... Okay, let's talk about one more good thing. One other good thing about this movie is that it puts more focus on Batman, which is a good thing. This is like the first movie that actually attempts to focus on Batman, but it doesn't really do that great a job. Okay, I probably should have said that earlier, but yeah, I'm an idiot. And the problem with the movie is that it is so freaking childish. I mean, the last movie may have been too dark, but this one's too kid-friendly. I mean, it's as if a Crayola box puked up on a rainbow. That's how I can describe the way the movie looks. The movie just looks like a freaking Saturday morning cartoon from the 60s. And that's the problem with the movie. It's too goofy. It's too silly. It doesn't feel like a Batman movie of the 90s. It feels like a episode of the 60s series. That's how it feels like. That's just lame. You shouldn't have the last movie being too freaking dark and then have this movie be too fucking kid-friendly. Why be so inconsistent? Okay, well, Batman Returns didn't really do so well, so at least they had a reason why to make it more mainstream. But still, the movie, yeah. So Batman Returns isn't really anything that bad. Actually, yeah, it's a bad movie. It has mixed acting. The characters, could have... Well, Robin is good, Nicole Kidman's character sucks, and the villains aren't that great. They're too goofy silly. And, the characters are a little bit hit and miss in this point. The acting could have used some work. And, the story could have been picked up a bit. And they made it too freaking bright for the little kiddies. And, what else can I say? So, that's the problems that I have with Batman Returns. Yeah, it's just stupid. Stupid movie. I think the Blockbuster Buster said it best. It's fucking stupid! Yeah, he said it best. Oh, but before I go, I know that some of you will say in the comments, but at one point Two-Face says that acid burnt his face. Yes, he says that. But it goes by so quickly that you'd hardly notice. Yeah. And soon, guys, Batman and Robin will be on my channel.